Good morning, everyone. It's Elaine from Anabellas. Welcome back to Flosstube number 37. So happy that you're here. Thank you so much for tuning in each week and spending some time with me. I really appreciate that you're sharing my channel with your friends and leaving comments and liking, some of the things that I share with you. So it's really great. I really appreciate it. So today I thought I would share with you some of my whips. I got quite a few that I worked on last week. I have two finishes that I'll share with you as well. We've got in some store haul. I'll give you an update on Expo. We'll talk about our new sit and stitch in that we're starting next Tuesday. So we'll talk about that. And then I'll share the pattern of the week, the designer of the week, and the featured Christmas series that we want to get back to. Expo kind of threw us for a minute, but we're back and want to highlight those things that you guys kind of enjoy. So last week was my daughter's birthday. Charlene celebrated on Tuesday. That was her actual birthday. So we all went out to dinner and got to see Elijah, who will be 3 on Thanksgiving. And he just loves his Poppy. He was all over Terry, and it was just so cute. So we really had a fun time celebrating her. And of course, Courtney was there. And baby Kobe, his head is down, and we are just starting baby watch. She's doing 3.5 weeks, but she thinks she's going to go anytime. So we'll see. But it's very exciting. I can't believe we're going to have 3 grandsons very soon. So baby watch is on. And that's really it. I mentioned before, we're not really going out with COVID to eat and stuff. We did that one day. Her friend's parents, Charlene's friend's parents, own the restaurant. So we felt pretty comfortable going there. But we're kind of just staying close to home. And this week, I'm kind of, this weekend, I don't have to come into the shop on Sunday, which is great. I'll pop in tomorrow a little bit on Saturday because I like to get your orders out from tonight when I leave through tomorrow. I like to get those out for you. And then Sunday is football. So I don't know if you're a football fan, but it's the Bills and the Dolphins, I think. So I'm a Dolphins fan. Terry is a Bills fan, and it's not pretty at my house on Sunday when they play. So he'll be on one side, I'll be on the other, and we'll see who wins. But I'm looking forward to it. I might even throw some chili in the crock pot and make some cornbread and turn the air conditioning down and make pretend we're really having a nice fall day in South Florida because it is hotter than Hades right now. So normally this time of year we go to our log home in Maggie Valley, and my birthday's at the end of the month, so we try to go for my birthday and then we stay through the month of October. But with Kobe on the way, I don't know. We're not gonna go. If he comes early, we might scoot out. But if he doesn't, then we're gonna stay until he's here, and then maybe we'll just take a couple week getaway. So anyway, I am ready to get started. Let me start and share with you some of my whips. Okay, so this is the one I'm working on for my son. This is the Little House Needleworks Firehouse. And what I was able to complete this week is I got the top of the firehouse stitched. And I am stitching this on a 16 count natural Aida, and I really like this fabric. It's got some little flecks in it, so it's really pretty. And I got a big enough piece that I'll be able to stitch the other 2 ornaments that I'm doing in the series. It's a big series. There's 22 charts so far, and she releases 1 a year. But I'm going to do the needlework shop, and I'm going to do the quilt shop because I kind of own a needlework store and a quilt shop. So anyway, so that is my firehouse. I'm happy that I was able to work on that a little bit. So we'll work on that a little bit more. And then my next whip that I worked on a little bit is Token of Fall. This is Hello by Liz Matthews. And what happened was I wanted to work on the rest of the bird on the top and start moving along, but I started this at night and my eyes were crossing. And that pattern, if you look at it, is pretty intricate right there. So this needs to be a day stitch. So I might just stitch this on Sunday. So what I did is I went ahead and just added the stem that he's standing on and this little motif right here. But I decided not to stitch, the rest of the bird at night. I'm too tired. And what am I stitching? This is on a 16 count white. So white Aida. and I love it. It's coming along really nice. It's gonna be really pretty when it's done. This is the one that called to me a lot when Liz released her chart. So I'm really happy to be for Expo. I'm really enjoying that. Then we have our Christmas Sal. So I don't know if you've joined yet, but Anabellas is doing a Christmas stitch along. This is a mystery Sal, Tiny Modernist. The stockings were hung. Only part 1 has been released. And this is the one I told you about that I started on the 32 count rain linen, and nope, couldn't do it, and gave up and got a 14 count rain. And oh my goodness, look at this. Isn't this beautiful? This linen is, I mean, this fabric, this Aida fabric is so soft, feels so good in my hands. And I was able to this week finish this ornament and do stocking. So now what I have to finish is the stockings across the top and then the other side, and then I have to do the rest of the words were hung. So I'm going to work on that. This is really fun to stitch. I'm enjoying it. I do have more of this Aida 14 count in stock. I think I ordered 6 or 8 of them. So this is the bag if you're looking in your stash to see what it looks like. But I can't tell you how much I'm enjoying it. And I'm actually going to talk about this in a little bit, about, you know, being comfortable with how you stitch, what you stitch on, your finished projects, all of that. We're going to talk about that just in a little bit. Then I worked on Remember Me because one of you lovely stitchy friends, you know, made a comment like, what's going on with Remember Me? And I'm like, oh no, I feel so bad. Let me go pull the poor baby out. So that is Remember Me. And what I was able to work on this past week is I did, I got these leaves done here. So I had Remember Me done in this to here, and then I've gone ahead and finished all of the leaves right here. And then all I have left is the other side. So I just have to finish this right here. And my goal is to have this done by the next floss tube. So we'll see. But this is just a very, very nice design. I'm stitching it on 14 count natural as well. Love it. And the colors are beautiful. The camera isn't doing it justice. Beautiful navies and golds and greens. So you can check that out if that's something you'd like to add to your stash. It's really pretty. Okay, then I have 2 finishes. I have a start and a finish all in one week. Okay, so my start and finish was, I'm back to stitching my Christmas ornaments, 1 a week by JBW Designs. There's 3 books. This is book 3. I'm going to stitch out of each book, but I'm still on book 3 right now, 1 a week between now and Christmas. And this time I did the ice skates. And the ice skates in this photo, she uses 2 different colors. That's the only change I made. I used the called for colors, but I did both stockings in the Poblano Pepper, which is a classic ColorWorks. And I am stitching this on the most absolutely beautiful iridescent white 14 count fabric that I'm going to try, if I hold the camera right, you'll be able to see the iridescentness maybe. I don't know. I don't know if you can see it. This is so pretty. The iridescent fabric, it's not showing up as usual. There you can see just a little bit. This is so pretty, this iridescent fabric, that I'm going to stitch the whole series on this. And I saw that I stitched the rocking horse on brown linen. I don't know what I was thinking. So I'm going to be redoing that and putting him on here. And this is a large enough piece, you know, that I've got room to do quite a few. And then, of course, I can get another piece because there'll be quite a few of them. But anyway, that's my little start and my little finish. And then I'm still looking for the fabric to finish these off on. And I just haven't had much luck in finding a pretty Christmas fabric that won't take away from the design itself. So I'm still working on that. I'm not giving up, but you know, stay tuned. Then I was working on last year Autumn Notes by Shepherd's Bush, and I pulled it out of my Hendon and I went ahead and finished it off. So this is my finished stitch on Autumn Notes. And then I have added the buttons, which are sold separately. So there's a pumpkin, there's an acorn, a blackbird. Each of the flowers has a button in the center, each of the sunflowers. So just really neat. And oh, I've got some stitches showing through on the back. I usually clean those up, you know, when I go to mount it. And then I put my initials at the bottom. And then we have a Bella bundle in the shop, and I found the Bella bundle, and these are the fabrics that I'm going to use on my pillow that I'm going to make. So look at how pretty that is. This is tiny itty bitty pumpkins on a vine, or I can't tell if they're pumpkins or if they're just berries or fruit, but whatever they are, they're perfect, and the color is perfect for this. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on the one side of the pillow. And then on the other side and on the back, I'm going to use this pretty brown. And then we do have, I found this in the shop. This is Dames of the Needles Santa's Cocoa. So I'm going to take these little mini palms and run them to separate the two colorways, you know, the two fabric colorways. So how pretty. I really like that a lot. So happy to have a finish. And maybe get into the sewing room this weekend and get this actually stuffed and stitched and done. And if I do, I will show it to you next week. So that's it. Those are the things I worked on. But, you know, that was quite a bit. We still have some items that we're waiting on for Expo. For those of you who ordered fabric, Fiber on a Whim, and then there was a couple others. Rabbit Valley, I believe. Not Rabbit Valley. It was Fiber on a Whim, Fox and Rabbit, I believe. But the fabric is going to take a little bit longer because they're overseas and they have to dye it based on your order, and then they ship it to America. And some go to a distributor in America before they come to us. But either way, we haven't forgotten about you. They're just a little bit slower on getting that to us. So we'll get that out as soon as it arrives. And then I think there's just a couple, maybe one or two designers that we're just waiting to receive their items, and then we'll ship those out. But we're caught up enough that I'm going to, you know, go back to taking Sundays off and not coming into the shop at all. But I will be in tomorrow to, you know, process any orders that come in tonight, because I like to get things out to you quick. I know you guys like to get your stuff fast. The only thing that's really starting to annoy me is we started to have the post office pick up our packages here. So how nice is that? We don't go to the post office anymore. And they gave us these big gigantic bins. So they pick up every day around 12:30. So, you know, 12:30, everything goes out. And what I noticed is my orders from 2 days ago still say pre-shipment, meaning it shows that I created a label, but not that the post office has it. So when she comes today, I'm going to ask her to start scanning the items when she picks them up, because you guys are thinking that these things are pre-transit, and I'm thinking I sent this to the post office 2 days ago. So I don't know what's up with that, but they're also doing a price increase. We just got a notification that they're going to increase the prices from October 1st through the holidays. So sadly, you know, the cost of shipping is going to go up a little bit, but what are you going to do? It's not forever, I don't think. I think it's just, you know, for the holidays. And I can kind of understand it because they have to have, you know, increased workers and, you know, gas. I don't know. Whatever it is. I'm sure there's a rationale behind why we have to pay more than we pay right now. But that's okay. So let me share with you something before I get into showing you all the store haul. So last week and the week before, my question was, you know, do you like to stitch on linen or do you like to stitch on Aida? And in addition to the comments about that, I've been getting a lot of feedback from folks about the pressure they feel to be perfect with their stitching, whether it's the type of fabric that they're stitching on, whether it's the way their backing looks, whether it's that they don't use the call for colors. And, you know, I've been thinking long and hard about this over the past week or so. And today what I've decided is that I'm going to have you guys start using a hashtag called Perfectly Imperfect. And I can't think of a better hashtag that kind of summarizes what I feel and what we feel here at Anabellas about stitching and quilting and paper crafting. It's okay to be perfectly imperfect. you know. I looked it up, and it means being comfortable with your flaws. So I think that if you are of the same mind, if you want to enjoy stitching and you want to enjoy quilting and you want to enjoy paper crafting, I want you to think about being perfectly imperfect. Don't strive for perfection. You know, what I find is that the minute I start critiquing myself, the minute I start flipping over that piece of cross stitch and seeing that maybe I traveled too far, or I tied a knot because I was too lazy to do the loop method, you know, for whatever reason, or I'm off a stitch. And let me tell you, on a couple of those right there, you would never know. I messed up so bad on that autumn notes. My stem did not line up. And rather than pull everything out, I said, you know what, I'm just going to have the stem go through the leaves, because in real life, you know, leaves don't grow perfectly out of a stem. Some are behind, some are in front, and that's what's on my stitch. And it's perfectly imperfect, and it is just fine. And it's going to hang up on my wall, and I'm going to enjoy it every single day. And when I go to make my pillows next week, let me promise you this, my corners are not going to be perfectly pointed on each end. You know, they're going to be a little wonky. And I'm going to take it downstairs, and I'm going to put it on my couch, or show it to Terry. And I'm going to take pride in the fact that I finished this, and it's pretty, and it's on display in my home, and I enjoy it. So, you know, if you kind of subscribe to that theory, please start using that hashtag perfectly imperfect. I'm going to add it below. I'm going to start using it on everything. It is our philosophy here at Anabellas. It's Elaine's philosophy. You know, I'm going to be gentle with myself. I want all of you to be gentle with yourself. Just enjoy it. Enjoy your stitching. Enjoy your sewing and your quilting and your card making and your rubber stamping and scrapbooking, and, you know, just enjoy the ride, right? So that's my lesson of the day. I hope you guys, you know, can relate, because, you know, the older I get, the gentler I am with myself. And whether it's because I have to use a magnifier and a light, or, you know, whatever, I'm just going with the flow, and I'm perfectly content to be perfectly imperfect. So that's our new hashtag. Okay, so that being said, how about some haul? Would you guys like to see some haul? Okay, let me show you some fun things. We got a stack, so here we go. This is relisted. Let me just tell you that, because I know you guys like autumn things this time of year. So Autumn House Trio has been out. This is by Waxing Moon Designs. This is back in the shop. So if you are interested in stitching Autumn House Trio, there you go. That's back in stock. Then these 3 charts came in. I think I showed them for maybe a half a minute, because then they were gone. So let me show you these. I have added this one to my stash. I'm going to start this week. My fabric arrives today. This is Up on the Housetop by Teresa Kogut. This is another one that grabbed my eye. It's my second favorite pick from Expo, the Liz Matthews one, and now this as well. So I will be stitching this. I ordered the fabric. I can't wait till it gets here. I actually have a navy at home that I pulled from my stash here at the store, and then I ordered another piece of fabric, so I'm going to look at them both and then see which one I like. But I just love this. I think this is a great winter stitch, and this is what I'm going to be working on. So this is Up on the Housetop. And then she also has Hazel's Halloween Friends. This is so stinking cute. I love it. And I love the finish. Isn't that cute, the way they finish that? So Hazel Halloween Friends. And then this one is Pumpkins and Bats on Halloween Night with Witches and Cats Give Mortals a Fright. So cute. Made into a little pillow. And we do have, I believe we have the pom-poms in the shop if you're looking to finish that. So how cute. Okay, so those are 3 that I wanted to point out that are, you know, kind of relisted, but, you know, a little refresher. Then these are some new items that have come in. This is Simply September by Little Stitch Girl. Merry Christmas Dear by Scissortail Designs. Very pretty stitch. Gather Ye Pumpkins by Little House Needleworks. And I think I did show this before, but I wanted to show it again because I think it's getting lost in the shuffle. Okay. Then this just came in by Stoney Creek. This is Let It Snowman. He is adorable. Look at that. Isn't he cute? I love his little carrot nose. So we have that. Then we have two great new designs by Bent Creek. This is Look for the Beauty. Very pretty. I love the house, little blue house. And this is a little kit. So this is Santa's Hat of Jolly, gifts some ho-ho and peppermints. So this is Santa's Hat of Holly or Jolly, and then this is the kit. It includes everything. It includes your linen, your fabric, your button, a little heart button, and the linen is, let me see what size count this is, because I know you're all going to ask me. 18 count linen over 2, and it's got a little heart button, and it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 maybe skeins, and the finished size is 5.5 by say 5.9 inches. So how cute is that? Just a great little kit. And if you're thinking of stocking stuffers, wouldn't this be a fun little stocking stuffer to give to a stitchy friend? Love it. Okay, that's Bent Creek. Then we have, no, that's not Bent Creek. Yes, it is. That is Bent Creek. Then we have from Rosewood Manor. This is very cute. This is Quilt on a Pumpkin. Look at that. Isn't that cute? Sorry about the glare. Quilt on a Pumpkin. Another sip. This sampler is stunning. This is Rusty Rhapsody by Rosewood Manor. I'm going to come in a little bit so you can see it. Isn't that stunning? So Rusty Rhapsody. I'm slurring my words on coffee. There you go. And then Luhu Stitches, she did an outstanding job on these Santas. I love Cindy. So here is, we put together a set of 3. So you'll receive the entire set. And these make great gifts. They're great ornaments. You can give them, you know, hang them on a gift as a tag, hang them on a tree. But there is a set of 3 Santas. So here's Santa number 1, Santa number 2, and Santa number 3. I just fell in love with these. So this set is available. And again, think ahead to stocking stuffers and little fun gifts. This is Autumn Fling. Very pretty. I love the yellows and the golds. That's pretty. And then this is really cute. This is a squirrel and his nut. I love that. A squirrel and his nut. And then to go along with Autumn Fling, she has Winter Fling, which is a really pretty stitch. Look at that. I love those colors. So there you go. So those are Luhu Stitches designs. And then we got in some more Tiny Modernists. So let me flip through these real quick. There's only 3. I think we had some and then more came in, and these are different. I don't think I've showed these yet. The cat came back. Then we have the Nutcracker Tree, which is very popular. Let me get you a little closer so you can see the Nutcracker Tree. And this is stitched on linen called Snow on Aqua, and it's by Fabric Flare. Isn't that pretty? So that's by Tiny Modernist. And then last is Moths and the Moon. Moths and the Moon. Aren't those beautiful? Look at that. And there's the moon. Fun stitch. And then we got in Primrose Cottage Stitches. So great designs. I just have really fallen in love with their work. And I showed you half of what they had last week, and then I'm going to show you these 4 today. This is Autumn Rules. Isn't that cute? Perfect for this time of year. Then we have Christmas Rules. Really pretty. So cute. Then this is Halloween. It's a fun stitch. I love the purple. Purples and the greens and the oranges. Very pretty. Or spooky. And this one is really cute. This is Christmas letters. I love the deer and the ice skates. Aren't those pretty? I love her work. Lindsay is the designer. She does beautiful work. I'm running out of room here. Oh, my back hurts. Okay, then Jeanette Douglas. Oh my goodness, I have to tell you, these are my favorite. These are my two favorite. Both of these are now in my stash, and I shared this with you before. Here is our little chubby bird. Look at, I gotta take this out because you know he is so she is so stinking cute that you just have to get a close up. Look at her. Isn't she adorable? So this is now in my stash. Little chubby bird by Jeanette Douglas. Ah, so sweet. And I like that it's a, let me show you the picture again. It's a little pin cushion that she turned it into, and I think I'm going to do the same thing. So there we go. And this is her most beautiful sampler. This is Joy Be Thine. I'm taking it out of the sleeve because I want you to be able to. Absolutely gorgeous. And this has been added to my stash, and I plan to start this after the holidays. Look at that. Isn't that stunning? Joy Be Thine. Beautiful. The colors are gorgeous. So, big shout out to Jeanette Douglas. She put out some beautiful things. They all do. They all put out just stunning work. And I don't know how they do it. You know, I can't draw a stick figure. I don't have that. That's not that's not my jam. Okay. Then Prairie Schooler. Let me show you this. We had this last year, but I brought it back this year because it was so popular, and I don't think many people know about this. It's a little series. There's 3 charts. It's the 12 Days of Christmas, 1 through 4. So if you like Prairie Schooler, be sure to look at this. Prairie Schooler, 1 through 4. Santa's Days. Then Santa's 12 Days of Christmas, 5 through 8. And then we have Santa's 12 Days of Christmas, 9 through 12. So we sell all of these in the shop. And then on the back, look at how they finished it. Isn't that pretty? I love that. 12 Days of Christmas. And you can probably pick something up to put these on at Hobby Lobby or at Michael's, Joann's, who knows. But what a great idea, huh? So I thought you'd like to see that because I thought, you know, this is a nice series. So that is pretty much the store haul that has come in. Now, like I said, I want to show you the designer of the week. The designer of the week is Stoney Creek. So I already showed you Let It Snowman, but our featured designer this Friday is Stoney Creek. So these are some of the Stoney Creek patterns that we have in the shop, but by no means they're not all of the patterns we have in the shop. This is Pumpkin's Sign, which I thought was so cute. Then this is All Is Bright. They really have some beautiful items. This is a little booklet. This is Christmas in the Woods. Reminds me of my home in North Carolina. Look at that, isn't that pretty? So you can make this, you can make the stocking, you know, it's a whole little book. There's the back. Let me peek in here. Oh, I'd have to enlarge it. I'm just saying, you would have to enlarge the pattern if you have bad eyes because they're itty bitty. So, happy Hootin' Halloween. That was so cute. Wouldn't that look cute in a kid's room? I love that. Then we got some bell pulls. So let's see. Let me show you summer and winter. Do I have an autumn? I don't think I have an autumn. Okay. Here's the summer bell pull. Here's a winter bell pull. And then they also have a different winter bell pull, which is winter bell pull number 1. So there's 2 different bell pulls. And they do have 2 different autumn bell pulls, but this one's been very popular. This is autumn bell pull number 1. Then this is Snow Friends. They have a series called Snow Friends. This is Believe. And I also think that there is Hope and Faith, a couple of other sayings that are popular this time of year. So that's Believe. This is very sweet. This is Winter Friends. I love the cardinal, little bluebird. Harvest Blessings. And last but not least, the most popular, hands down, of all time, as far as Anabellas is concerned, is Sign from Heaven. So that is our featured designer of the week, Stoney Creek. We really enjoy all of the different things that they have, and all of the different designs that they have. And we try to carry the full selection. But if you want something and you don't see it in the shop, just let me know. I can order it for you. Okay, that's our designer of the week. The pattern of the week is going to be Shepherd's Sampler. This is brand new, but I'm going to go ahead and let it become the pattern of the week. Here it is, so you can read it. But this is Shepherd's Sampler, and this is by October House Fiber Arts. And this is available for 1 week, starting today. There you go. So that's our pattern of the week. And then our Christmas series. So I want to do the Christmas series. Every week I'm going to highlight a series or a couple of patterns that I think you guys might like. This week, the series that I selected is by Shannon Designs. It's called Christmas Club, and she has 5 charts that are in the series. So this is Christmas Club 1. And of course, you can stitch them like this, or you can stitch one and then just make them ornaments or frame them, whatever you'd like to do. But this is Christmas Club 1. Christmas Club 2. That's cute. Christmas Club 3. I don't know why this one's in a sleeve, but this is Christmas Club 3. Very pretty. Christmas Club 4. Love these colors. And last but not least is Christmas Club 5. Probably one of my favorites. Cookies for Santa and Believe. So there you go. That's our Christmas series. So I don't know if you're doing Christmas stitching yet, but that leads me into something that I talked to you guys about a couple of weeks ago. I think it was right before Expo. So what I thought would be fun for those of you that might be interested is to have a sit and stitch in, right? So a sit and stitch in is going to be a Zoom group where we kind of have we sit and we stitch, and it's called a stitch in instead of, something similar. So the pattern that I'm going to be stitching is Winter Rose Manor by Brenda Gervais, and this is with needle and thread, and this is available in the shop if you want to stitch along with us. What I'm going to ask is that if you would like to join us, we're going to start this Tuesday coming up at 7 o'clock at night, and it'll be a Zoom meeting. So you need to email me at info@anabellas.net and let me know that you'd like to join, and we will all sit and stitch and talk and share our work and, kvetch or do whatever it is that we do as we come together as stitchy friends. So I wanted to show that I have all the call for floss that I'm ready to use. Isn't this this is my little pretty thread keep. Isn't that cute? It's a little vintage. And then I did order a big, huge, I think this is 2 yards or a yard. No, it's 1 yard of Ada Country French Cafe Mocha in 14 count. So this is what I will be stitching on. I don't know if you can see. Isn't that pretty? I just think this is so pretty because I'm not stitching on linen, and the linen, the call for linen in this is 36 count Brenda's Brew by R&R Reproductions. So if you want to stitch on that, of course you can stitch on anything you'd like, but I wanted to let you know before we get started that I'll be stitching on this beautiful Ada, and there's the back, so you can kind of see how pretty that's going to be. So I'm excited. I hope that you guys will join me and we will have some fun together. So just let me know. Sit and Stitching this Tuesday, 7 o'clock on Zoom. And Winter Rose Manor will be what we'll be stitching. So let me know. Okay, a couple other things that I kind of blinked and forgot to share before we do our winners. I did get in a couple of cute scissor fobs that I want to show you. So there's 3 here. This is Noel. You see that? It's Noel. So we have Noel. Look at this one's Mary. These are so pretty. Oh. Then we have, this is a wreath. Just a pretty tiny wreath. Pretty. And then we have, this is blue ice. This one's blue. It's got a little snowflake hanging off of it. So we have Mary, Noel, the wreath, and ice. So these pretty scissor fobs are in the shop if you'd like to check those out. I know some of you enjoy having those or gifting them. So there you go. These are from Expo that I just got in. So that's why I wanted to show you. Then I've put together a couple of floss packs for you. This is a classic Christmas floss pack. You will receive 4 skeins of floss for your Christmas stitching. It is ribbon red, bamboo, steamed broccoli, and queen bee, because these Christmas colors go together so nicely. And I thought these would be easy for you to grab if you're looking for some fancy floss for your Christmas stitching. So if you go to the Etsy shop, these are in there under Classic Christmas Floss Pack. Then we have a classic Halloween floss pack that I put together too, because a lot of you were asking for fancy floss in Halloween colors. So here we have Aunt Marie's Violet. Then we have Black Coffee, Embers, and 12 grain. So there is your Halloween classic floss pack that is available while supplies last. So there you go, those 2. And then Lady Dot Creates for Expo came out with 2 beautiful ribbons for holiday, kind of for Halloween or fall. It's Licorice and Creamsicle. So you will receive both of these. They come in a set. Those are the colors. So those are also available. And then I did go ahead and through Just Another Button Company, I bought some itty bitty candy canes and itty bitty holly for your stitching. So these are the candy canes. You can buy one at a time. You don't have to buy the pack of 12. They're listed as single items. So they're really tiny. So you could add this to your cross stitch pieces if you'd like. So there you go. We have these little candy canes. And then I also got these adorable little teeny hollies. So there you go. Those will be pretty. So while supplies last, I bought some of those for you. That's it. That is definitely all the store haul I have today, which is plenty. All right, so let's talk about our contest winners. So everybody last week answered the question whether you stitch in hand or stitch in a hoop or use a Q-snap. And if you haven't read the comments, go back to Flosstube 36 and check them out. We have quite a different group that does, different things as far as how they stitch. I stitch in hand, and I do use a hoop for big pieces. I think I said last time that I didn't use a hoop. I do. I use a hoop for big pieces. I had forgotten about that because I don't do big pieces. But a lot of you do stitch in hand. Many of you use hoops. Some of you use Q-snaps. But it was really fun to read through all the comments. So thank you, everybody, for participating and for commenting. So our comment picker this past week was run, and we have 8 winners. So I'm going to call out your name. What I need you to do is make sure you've subscribed to the channel, make sure you've liked the video, make sure that you leave a comment, and make sure you're 18 or over. And the winners last week are Ellen Matoba, Chris Archer, Patti Spencer, Carrie Graziano, Pat Brown, Barb Mach, Beh Salisbury with a Z, and Carla Rigel. So let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and Carla Rigel. So congratulations, ladies. You're going to get some happy mail. So just know that these are going to be on the way to you right away. And this week's question is what I just said. I would like to know what the largest piece is that you've ever stitched. So let me know, how big was it in inches? So what is the finished size of your project? And then let us know the title of the item and who the designer was. Because once you say that you stitched it, people are going to go check it out, right? So there you go. That'll be our comment for this coming week. So please make sure that you let us know what that big piece was. And I will pick some Happy Mail winners next week. All right, so let's see, to recap, oh wait, let me show you what the charts are so that you can comment which one you like. Okay, so you're gonna comment 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 when you answer that question on your biggest piece. And we're going to have 2 fall pincushions. So this is 1 and 2. And this is by MTV. We're gonna have 1, 2 Merry Christmas mason jars. So isn't that cute? Very pretty. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I have 4. A Year of October. A Year of October. A Year of Gnomes October. Okay, so let me go through that again because I kind of confused myself. I'm sure I confused you. Okay, number 1, fall pincushion. Number 2, Merry Christmas mason jar. Number 3, A Year of Gnomes October. Okay, so good luck. Hope you win. Everybody likes getting happy mail. And thank you for everybody who thanks me for getting their happy mail. I appreciate that. I'm glad you're getting it and you're enjoying it. Okay, so that's it. I want to thank you once again for tuning in. Please be sure to subscribe to my channel. We're almost at the next milestone, so we can have our big giveaway. Share it with your friends. Let them know about me. My name is Elaine. This is Anabellas. We are a Flosstube channel that focuses on stitching, cross-stitching, needlework, paper crafting, as well as some quilting. So share that. Be sure to subscribe to our Instagram and follow us there. Also, join our Facebook groups. The links are below. We'd love to have you in any group that strikes your fancy, or you can join us in all of the groups. And be sure to share your work. It's really fun to see how you're coming along on your projects. And now that all of us have raised our hand and said, yes, we are perfectly imperfect, be sure to use that hashtag and rejoice in the fact that as long as you're enjoying your stitching and your creating, you're doing great. So until next Friday, everybody, have a great week. Thanks again. See you soon.